conscious life. Prabhu has given us purpose and meaning to live. But not only that, in the recently in IIT Kharagpur, so many suicides happen. And for your information, just a week back, also one more suicide has happened. In PhD. So many
This topic
things
is very
happening.
relevant, this topic.
Yeah. So
Now you all can watch this PPT and you can teach also.
So I was just thinking that not only Prabhu is giving us meaning and purpose to life, but actually Prabhu is giving us life. Because some devotees are really feeling the way, because Prabhuji's mercy is there in colleges, actually we can continue to live, and then we can also have meaning and purpose. So we are so very blessed that Prabhuji is right with us. He's maintaining us, nurturing us, and now expanding the preaching to the West, so powerfully. I saw Prabhuji's one video where Prabhu is preaching to even the Western people, answering them, and really making them chant Hare Krishna, making so bigger revolution is happening by Prabhu's grace. We are so blessed that Prabhu is here. Yesterday, Prabhuji came so late from US directly, and we are so surprised to see Prabhu's enthusiasm. That full morning program, no jet lag. So we are really blessed to have Association of Prabhuji with us, and really giving us so much as per his servants.
And I
What
don't
was
know
told was
how many devotees know, I don't know. But MIT Boston is allotted to Kolkata temple. Actually.
there you go.
So Acharya Prabhu and Mukund Lila Prabhu have been going. Others also, I think, eventually will travel. Imanand Prabhu, Prem Swarup, others also may travel in future. Yeah, honestly, I can say, in the previous years, when I would go to MIT, about maximum 8 to 12 boys, girls would come for the program. Very difficult to get them. All the time, even while walking only they eat. While eating and walking, they are so busy people. But this time I went, it was like almost 30, 35 students came. That's because they're cultivating. Acharya Prabhu and Mukundala Prabhu, daily online, they're having Prabhupada book reading with MIT students. So, and recently Antadi Prabhu did a miraculous preaching in Cincinnati. The 20 days he stayed, he shook up the whole college in 20 days. I can show you later, I'll show you. He first put the book table, then he did a one-time program, 2, 3 one-time programs he did. And he also had one exclusive program for Americans, exclusive program for Indians, and took them out for outdoor retreat. Out of that, about 30 students have become glued to him now very strongly in Cincinnati. Now, Cincinnati devotees called me and said, Prabhu, this Andadeep is wonderful devotee, let him stay here only. I said, you don't know what service he has in India. So I'm just allotting one devotee like that to each place in America. Achyutaman Prabhu in ISV. I had even taken Dhanbad also, our Nam Prem Prabhu. So we will be allotting all the devotees, whoever is ready to send their youths there to study and also preach. So if America is taking off in some manner, it's because very sincerely many of the devotees I allotted are doing something. Pankaj Prabhu is in Dallas. He has made a very good group there of devotees. Dasharath Priya Prabhu is in Baltimore, Raurkela. In Brooklyn, there is Shadvi Gaurang Prabhu. And in Boston, there is Acharya Prabhu, goes there. His main base is Boston. He goes for MIT. Also he goes to Phoenix, also he goes. Similarly, Achyutaman Prabhu is allotted to ISV. Sundar Chaitanya Prabhu from Juhu is allotted to Columbus. Rajakrishna Prabhu to Pittsburgh. So they all are doing, some are doing little, some are doing more, because some are not able to get visa to go to US. Correct now? When they get visa, they start traveling. Those who are traveling, they are able to do more, because they are meeting the students directly. It's not like in India, you can move somebody from Pune to Kanpur or Kolkata, because there you need visa, permission, everything. Yeah. But I always used to appreciate this DP holidays here, because all of you will come together. This time I heard Dhanbad devotees have come, and like as usual, we have Raurkela devotees. Who else has come from other place? Kharagpur devotees. Kharagpur is here only connected. Jamshedpur. Jamshedpur also connected here. Rajgopinath. Correct. So they all have, they all come in big number. So this PPT what I prepared is pretty elementary to understand, but application is difficult. Huh? So content many of you may be knowing also, but application we will try to understand it today. Huh? जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी जय राधा गोपी जन रंजन यमुना यशोदा हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे 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 कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम राम हरे कुंज बिहारी गोपी जन वल्लभ गिरिवरधारी यशोदन व्रज जन रंजन यमुना तिरावनचारी निताय गौरंग जय निताय गौरंग 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 हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे प्रभु प्रभुपदा प्रभुपदा श्रील प्रभुपदा ओम अज्ञानतिमिरन्धस्य ज्ञानाञ्जनशलाकया चक्षुरुन्मीलितं येन तस्मै श्रीगुरवे नमः श्रीचैतन्यमनोभीष्टं स्थापितं येन भूतले स्वयं रूपः कदा मह्यं ददाति स्वपदान्तिकं वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरोः श्रीयुतापदकमलं श्रीगुरून् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथान्वितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनासहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधा कृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च नमो ॐ विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्तिवेदान्तस्वामिन्निति नामिने नमस्ते सारस्वते देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेषशून्यवादी पाश्चात्यदेशतारिणे नमो महावदन्याय कृष्णप्रेमप्रदायते कृष्णाय कृष्णचैतन्यनाम्ने गौरत्विषे नमः आजानुलम्बितभुजो कनकावधातौ सङ्कीर्तनैकपितरौ कमलायताक्षौ विश्वम्भरौ द्विजवरौ युगधर्मपालो वन्दे जगत्प्रियकरौ करुणावतारौ वन्दे श्रीकृष्णचैतन्यनित्यानन्दसहोदितौ गौडोदये पुष्पवन्तौ चित्रौ शम्दौ तमोनुदौ वाञ्छाकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपासिन्धुभ्य एव च भक्तानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौरभक्तवृंद। हरे कृष्णा कृष्ण कृष्ण हरे हरे, हरे राम 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 हरे हरे। Hare Krishna. Does one have to read this? Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. Narayanam namaskritya naram chaiva narottamam devim saraswatim vyasam tato jayamudiraye nashtaprayeshva bhadreshu nityam bhagavata sevaya bhagavatyuttama shloke bhaktir bhavati naishtaki krishnaya vasudevaya devaki nandanaya cha Nanda Gopakumaraya Govindaya Namo Namaha. Please read this. Purport of Prabhupada 1.1.2.
Purport by Srila Prabhupada. In the material world, there is keen competition between animal and animal, man and man, community and community, nation and nation. But the devotees of the Lord rise above such competitions. They do not compete with the materialist because they are on the path back to Godhead, where life is eternal and blissful. Such transcendentalists are non-envious and pure in heart.
So in the morning I was telling you one example of how one group of devotees were very loyal to one devotee and eventually they got married and then they started something together, correct? No? Some business together. Initially these people were very simple-hearted, but when money came, they became little complicated. And also, of course, a lot of money came, but as long as they were in touch with Srimad Bhagavatam, you know, that greed, envy, competition, these things were not there. They're very, very simple. They very honestly felt that we should render some service. They felt like that. But the moment their business became busy, you know, the operations level became increased, very big. So at that time, they felt that now we have no time for spiritual life now. Unless we compete with outside world, we cannot be in par with other organizations who are also like similar to ours. But there is one big difference between other organizations and us, because they don't have any spiritual sadhana. But we have spiritual sadhana to do. Correct, no? They don't have any spiritual goals, but we have a spiritual goal. So can a devotee compare oneself with a materialist? That's what he is saying. They do not compete with the materialist. If you want to compete with the materialist, then from your current life you will have to cancel your sadhana. That's what materialists are doing. And that's what they also did. Oh, now we have no time for Bhagavatam. Oh, now we have no time for chanting in the morning. We will chant in the afternoon or the evening. One devotee was asking in my travels. He said, Prabhu, I have a Tesla car. It's automatic car, because the automatic cars are just like GPS is routed, no? Like that they are routed. Go like this, go like this, go like this. The office is here. It's located. So it just goes. So therefore I chant in my, what do you call that? Counter. No, counter, is it? Clicker, yeah. What kind of chanting it will be? So we cannot compete with materialists. Materialists will make a lot of money, live and go, but we should not be after money. We should be after Chintamani, Nam. Nama Chintamani Krishna's. Isn't it? Read that. I want 3 devotees to read it. 3 of you, one after the other, okay? You read competition.
Competition, a striving to improve oneself or achieve a goal while comparing with others in a healthy way.
Envy, feeling discontent or resentment because someone else has what you want.
Insecurity, lack of confidence or fear of inadequacy, self-doubt.
Yeah. See, competition means you compare yourself with others, but you focus on growing in competition. Whereas envy means you feel hatred towards others and you want what they have. So the disease starts as you go from competition to envy. And then when you go to insecurity, it's a very dangerous disease because you lose your confidence and you feel something is lacking in you. You get self-doubt, you weep silently, and then you may sometimes, get suicidal thoughts. That is insecurity. So insecurity is the most dangerous out of the three. See the next one. Focus. No, mic is not on.
Self-improvement and performance.
Yeah.
Envy, others' possessions, success, or qualities.
Insecurity, self-perception and personal vulnerabilities.
Yeah, this is the focus. The competition one who is doing, he is thinking, I will improve and I will crack and I will prove myself. Whereas the envious person, he takes away the focus from his improvement and his whole idea is about others. What are others doing, what they have, what success they are getting. He tries to see what they are doing and he wants to copy it. And he wants to also do the same thing what others are doing. So some people imitate what others are doing in order to become like them. Correct, no? Like you all will see in your teenage, you watch others how they dress and you also want to dress like them. Correct, no? We have a tendency to watch others. Oh, if that is becoming popular, then I also will do that to become popular. In my college days, I once requested my father to get me a bell bottom. My father laughed. Bell bottom, bell bottom pant? It's like this. My father said only ladies should wear like that. You are a boy, how you should wear a pant like this. I said, no, all my friends are wearing bell bottom. So that's the latest fashion. 6 months the fashion went off after that. So envy means you see others and you want to do what others are doing. You want to copy. Whereas competition at least is self-improvement possibilities there in competition. And third one, insecurity. Who is read it?
Self-perception and personal vulnerabilities.
So you become focused on yourself to be. What's the difference between competition and insecurity? Competition, there is a possibility of self-improvement. Whereas insecurity, you think you are useless. I am gone now. Oh, everybody is ahead of me. I am good for nothing. And this kind of thoughts start coming. Emotional outcome of this?
Motivation, energy, satisfaction from achievement.
Envy, jealousy, frustration, bitterness.
Insecurity, anxiety, fear, low self-esteem.
Yeah. So in competition, sometimes you win, you get motivation and energy. And you also get satisfaction. But when you cannot do what others are doing, I think water is coming here. Where is it coming? Can you move it a little bit that side? Because
Harish Prabhu.
Hare Krishna. So, what is the emotional outcome? When you compare yourself with others, you try to compete. Sometimes you also compete and win. If you cannot, then you get jealousy. Huh? Hey, that devotee has this, I don't have that. That devotee is singing as appreciated, I cannot sing like him. That devotee plays Mridangam, harmonium, I cannot do that. Oh, why is my equal friend able to do something wonderfully, I am not able to do? So this causes jealousy. One time, from one college, 2 boys joined full time. And one of the boys was a very good cook. And another boy was a OC and later on he became PM also. When he joined the temple, both of them became brahmacharis. And one of them continued to cook in the temple, both, for the brahmacharis as well as in the big kitchen also. And he was fond of cooking, he was doing. One day the president called and told both of them, hey, you both go and open a new center in that particular township. And there is going to be an extension center. You do both congregation preaching and youth preaching also. So he told both of you are anyway friends. So he said one of them you be a manager and another one you do the maintenance of the center, basically cooking, cleaning, washing, keeping it nice. So this devotee became very offended. What is this? We both are coming from the same college, same batch. He will be the leader and I have to assist him. So he was not very happy with his role. President said, see, you have your specialization, he has his specialization. Why don't you do what you are good at? Instead he said, no, Prabhu, I will open another center in another place. You allow me to go. So he left this place and went, and they both got separated. So both the centers suffered because this fellow had nobody to cook. Although he can give very good lectures, boys, gradually people started diminishing. The other place, that fellow was cooking and feeding but no philosophy. So people just ate prasad and went, nobody became devotee. So because they were not able to complement each other, he was competing with each other. So competition creates jealousy and frustration. See, we all should think, whenever sometimes a plan is made by the seniors for our good, okay, you do this service, you do that service. Okay, we just take it, whatever is given. Actually, we are not attached to service, we are attached to pleasing the superior. If that is the goal, then one may do any service, whatever is given. In ISKCON society, whatever services are needed, I will do. There was one devotee who joined the Govardhan Eco Village way back in 2007. So first two years or so he was told to make mud blocks. He was making mud blocks 2.5 years. Then he was made as deity head for another 1.5 2 years. He was doing that also. Close to 2011 or so, 11 or 12 I think. At that time he was told that, Gauranga Prabhu called and told him, Prabhu, there is nobody to teach Bhagavatam. If you can teach Bhagavatam, it will be nice. He said, Prabhuji, I am myself reading. I have not completed Bhagavatam even once through. Gauranga Prabhu said, no, you are a good devotee. You start teaching in a small way. Eventually, you will learn also. You learn and teach both, he told me. And that devotee started teaching. Eventually came up with the idea of Bhaktivedanta Vidyapeetham. Who is that? Gauranga told me he never thought in his life that he will be doing this because whatever service was given, he was ready to accept. First, can you imagine Gauranga making mud blocks for 2 years? Later on he was deity department head. At the right time when he given this Bhaktivedanta Vidyapeetham, he made all the Subodhini guides and everything. The whole world is benefiting from that. Correct? So because of his submissiveness and surrendered nature, he got a lot of realizations and doing very good services later on. Correct? So we should not be having jealousy or frustration or bitterness. And insecurity means low self-esteem, inferiority complex, anxiety, fear. कोई मेरा बात नहीं सुनता, सब उसको ही सुनते हैं. That kind of fear that I am getting neglected or I am ignored. One is not able to tolerate. Next one, behavior of response.
Working harder, skill building, setting goals.
Yeah.
Criticize.
Actually, in competition, people work more harder than before. And they upskill themselves, upskilling. And then they set goals and try to achieve as much as they can. Sometimes they win, sometimes not, but there is some thrill in making effort. Then,
Envy, criticizing, coveting, or undermining others.
they criticize others. Actually, you cannot do what others are doing, then you criticize them. Correct, no? Why we criticize? So that others will reduce their respect for that person. Does it happen? In fact, the others' respect increases even more. They will know that you are envious. Correct, no? If you criticize others. Yeah. And then insecurity.
Insecurity, avoidance, hesitation, seeking reassurance.
Yeah. So, one feels hesitant. One's behavior can be seen. He avoids people. He wants to be alone. He feels lonely. He avoids people. He is hesitant to express what is in the mind. He doesn't open up. And he wants somebody to pat on his back and say that you are wonderful, you are all right. He's love seeking, but nobody gives. Everybody is busy. So he feels inferiority.
Competition can inspire mutual growth if healthy.
And this is the impact on relationships. So with other people, can he connect? Can inspire mutual growth if healthy. That means if somebody is better than him, he will go and take some notes from him. If he is better at something, he will also give others. If it is a healthy person. And then?
Envy, often strains relationships, can lead to conflict.
Oh, best of friends become worst of enemies when envy comes. You will see that they were such good friends at one time. Like now in the world, the whole world is saying now Sri Sri and Sadguru, they are having a tussle. How many of you know that? You don't know? Yeah. Actually, both are Shiva followers. One is saying Shivoham, Shivoham. And another one is also Mahayogi. Two big Diggaj in international gurus, they are having a tussle now. At one time, they were good friends, but eventually they have this tussle going on now. Because when there is a competition between two big people, then the competition produces bitterness. Because both are in a mood to prove to the world, I am better than you. Then it strains the relationship. Yeah. Even if generally our competition is with those who do the same service. Like, a singer is not having any competition with the speaker. The speaker has no competition with the book distributor. And the book distributor has no competition with the cook. But two cooks can have competition. Who can cook better? Who can dress the deity better? Now, who can distribute books better? Who can give lectures better? Correct, no? So therefore, we should be very careful with other devotees who do the same service. One has to be very respectful. No? Actually, we should develop a natural habit of praising others who do the same service. Have a habit, cultivate that habit only. By cultivating that habit, we will give up the propensity for criticism. Yeah. And insecurity, what happens in relationship?
Can make one overly dependent or withdrawn in relationships.
Either the insecure devotee will totally withdraw and go into your room and bolt the door and weep alone, or he has to be overly, baby fed. Somebody has to tell him, emotionally he will need lot of support. Prabhuji, आप एकदम ठीक है, कुछ problem नहीं है आपके साथ. And he will speak hours and hours about his inadequacy. And you have to convince him hours and hours that you are all right. That is why it is said, a person with inferiority complex thinks more about himself and less about Krishna. Whereas a person whose mind is stable, he thinks less about himself and more about Krishna. Mindset?
Competition, growth oriented and proactive.
Envy?
Comparison oriented, reactive.
And insecurity?
Self-doubt oriented, defensive.
So in this way, self-doubt means he has lost his confidence now. He thinks that abhi kuch nahi hone wala hai mere se. I won't be able to do that kind of lost confidence.
Example, competition. A student trains harder to excel in exams after seeing peers perform well.
Envy?
A student feels bitter because another student got higher marks.
Insecurity, A student doubts their ability and avoids attempting difficult tasks.
You understand? Huh? So out of the three, which is reasonably good? Competition. So Prabhupada also appreciated healthy competition. Huh? Prabhupada never said no competition. Prabhupada said the communist people have removed competition, therefore everything fell apart. Prabhupada says competition is good, but Prabhupada says even in spiritual world the gopis are competing. One gopi is thinking, oh, she has made such a beautiful garland. I wish I can also make a similar garland like her and offer to the divine couple. Huh? And then she may go and ask that lady, another gopi, can you please teach me how you made this so nice, such a elegantly, nicely made like this, so beautifully made. How do you fold this? How do you make like this? How you put one rose in between? After how many flowers you have to put one rose? So you can learn from somebody. So Prabhupada says in spiritual world, one devotee does not condemn another devotee. That's very important. That is not proper. In the material world, people say, you made better, I cannot make like you. Then I will criticize your garland. You will say that yours is useless. There are people who can do better than you and things like that. In spiritual world, nobody criticizes anybody. They only feel that, oh, she has made better garland, nice garland, let me learn from her. Prabhupada says like that. So here, envy means a student feels bitter, you see, because somebody got high marks. As soon as one's marks comes, in mathematics, somebody got 60 marks. Immediately he wants to know what happened to his friend. He runs and his friend has got 85. Immediately feels bitter. Alas, alas. Now my parents will catch me. Your friend got 85, you got 60. He feels bitter. So, and a fellow in inferiority complex means, he says, this is what I am. I always get fail in maths. I am supposed to get fail in maths. As it is. आपको मालूम नहीं पूछे हमको मैथ्स गणित आता ही नहीं हमको. I cannot. He is convinced he cannot do it. It's very, that's insecurity. So these are very, very important things. We will be learning these things in the next 2 days. Today, tomorrow also. All the three we will be learning. See, competition pushes you forward. Envy pulls you backward. Insecurity keeps you stuck. Correct, no? See, the first picture is rat race, competition. At least competition pushes you forward. You are seeing others and get motivated and you try to run. And here is envy. She is smiling and look at her. She is morose because she is feeling envious in mind. And insecurity, see here. Now this lady is not focusing on her plant. I think she has forgot to water her plant. I think that's why this is good. Correct now? Isn't it? So, and if somebody is a very stably situated devotee, free from these three mindsets, competition, insecurity, envy, then the devotee is like the top. You see how he is. These are a group of devotees, happy. Happy devotees. So, actually all of us want to be happy naturally. Let us see that. Please read that.
Comparison trap. Seeing peers succeed while feeling left behind.
Many people do this comparison. And today you will understand from this PPT why such a comparison with peer is a very foolish idea. Everybody's situation is very, very unique. Somebody has done punya and come. Some people have the fame in their fame potency in their account. You will see that one of your average friends becomes very famous in social media. You will see sometimes. What he has done, like one boy played a guitar, he didn't put it, his friend put it, and he got 1 million people watching it. Then his friend thought, hey, we both are learning guitar from the same teacher. I will also play and put. I think I will also get million. Till now, my social media talent is not yet out. He was thinking. So he started playing guitar, exactly the same music. He put it, he only got 200, 300 people watching it. Then he went for boost reel, spend more money. So much money is spent, and some people give likes to themselves also. He tried all that, it never crossed 1,000. He got very frustrated. The reason is what? The other friend who got 1 million views, he has some fame potency. What potency? Some people have that fame. With very little effort, the fame chases behind them. Similarly, you will see some people have the handsomeness potency. Even when they get up in the morning, they look very fresh, very handsome. Correct or not? Isn't it? Some people put so much cosmetics. They go to saloon and do so much of the, decoration for the hair, eyebrows, and everything. Correct, no? Lips and cheeks and everything. Some people do plastic surgery also to try to change their face cut. Finally, they look the same. So the idea is what? Idea is, see, you cannot be like others. In what sense? You cannot make your face cut like others. You cannot become popular like others, because these are all people are put in unique situations based on previous punya, papa and everything. Comparison is going to make us, feeling left behind. Next.
Inner restlessness. Even after success, mind feels empty.
That is going to come in the next 2-3 slides. Why very, very successful people are frustrated? 3-4 reasons we will be seeing in the next slide. I will show you.
Academic stress, deadlines to project submission, exams, CGPA obsession.
Yeah. So this gives stress. When you have to submit a project within a week, you have very less time, and the exams are also coming the subsequent week. You don't know whether to study for the exam or submit the project. So similarly, CGPA, your friends are getting good CGPA, so you're also worried that what will happen to this thing. Yeah.
Placement pressure, fear of not getting the right job.
Yeah. Sometimes you get a job, either it is paying you less, or you got a job which is not to your liking. Your area is different. There is one area you are not so strong, that's where you got a job. Sometimes it happens like that.
Future uncertainty, visa, career growth, financial stability.
Yeah. So these are all uncertain and uncontrollable also. So these are, students suffer from all these things, especially in the modern times. That's why I have listed this. So let us see, we will understand how to overcome this. In the morning I was telling you this point. Who you are matters more than what you do. You see, once you practice Bhakti Yoga, you will understand your worth is not in your utility. Your worth is in your eternal identity. As Krishna's part and parcel. That's your qualification. You are whose part and parcel? Say, for example, say, how many of your fathers are businessmen here? You can raise your hand. Any of your fathers? There are some boys, yeah. Say, one of your father is a big businessman in your town or in your city. So you are father's son. So you have that identity in the back of your mind. My father is a big businessman, correct? No? So you feel confident. Even if I don't get placed in a job, business is always there. Papa, I am coming and joining a business now. Even many fathers tell also, correct? No? But if no good job is clicking, come and join me. You can take my business, correct? No? So you are very confident of that. And similarly, once you know him, whose part and parcel? I have connection with the biggest person, then why worry? Correct now? Biggest contact, correct now? Actually, if you, like one time I was in Tamil Nadu, one fellow was driving me. He was telling he was a Rajinikanth's driver for 10 years. And he was very proudly telling, do you know, I was driving Rajinikanth for 10 years in his house. So people feel, this is called as pride of association, we call it. Pride of, that I am associated with a big person. That is why the true ahankar means to be confident that I am actually having a link to Krishna through Prabhupada and Acharyas. So I am a part and parcel of Krishna. So that gives confidence to the devotee. Yeah?
You are a soul loved by God regardless of your profession, status or performance.
Yeah. These are all external. Profession, your social status, or performance and all these things. You are a soul loved by God. Like I saw one small kid, boy, going with his father. The shopping mall, he was telling father, Papa, pick up this one. Pick up that one. He was just showing, indicating with the finger, father was picking and putting in the trolley, When they went to the door, whom do you think paid for everything? Father. So son has no worry. This is how the Lord's devotees are. The devotees are taken care by the Lord. Yoga Kshemam. Whatever devotee needs, the Lord arranges immediately. Prabhupada wanted to go to America. Prabhupada arranged Sumati Murarji giving tickets, correct, no? Prabhupada wanted some storefront to preach. Then Keith Howard Valley came forward and said, we'll arrange the storefront for you. Huh? Prabhupada wanted to buy the Fisher's Mansion in Detroit. Prabhupada, Krishna arranged two people, Lekha Shavanti Mataji and our Ambarish Prabhu. Huh? They purchased the property. Prabhupada wanted to print Krishna book, 19,000 pounds. Who gave it? God, Harrison. So you will see that the devotee desires and Krishna arranges. So therefore devotee has no worry. Correct, no? Yes. Yeah.
When your actions flow from this rooted identity, you do your best. Without becoming proud when you succeed, it is all Lord's mercy. Broken when you fail, I will do better next time.
See, devotee, whether you win or lose, no problem. If you win, you don't become proud. Why? It's all Krishna only arranged everything for me. You are grateful to him. And similarly, when you fail, what do you think? Krishna says, when you fail, don't get disheartened. You can do better next time, isn't it? You see, these two, three steps are very important. The flower is beautiful, not because it does anything great, but because it is, that's all. It just is. Likewise, we don't need to prove our worth by constantly doing something. We must just learn to be spiritually grounded, kind, balanced, and connected to God, isn't it? So, you will see that in the natural situation, everything in this world is offerable to Krishna. Like a flower, you can just, the flower doesn't have to do anything to become offerable. It's ready-made, as it is, it can be offered. That's the point. You see here also, you see that. So in Krishna's creation, everything is beautiful. Sun doesn't have to do anything else extra, it just has to exist, that's all. And sun, by simply merely existing, the sun can evaporate water and make cloud. The sun, by simply existing, can produce chlorophyll in the plants, isn't it? It can give warmth, it can give everything. So we don't have to do anything to prove ourselves in this world, which is what is making the whole world run here and there. Read that.
A baby's smile. A baby does nothing productive. No job, no achievements, yet people love it just for being itself.
Correct, na? What did a baby do that so many people appreciate the baby, isn't it? He doesn't do anything. He's just happy in his own little world, and that too in the care of the mother. Similarly, you have to agree to be in Krishna's care, then you can be like this happy baby. Most people are not like this happy baby because they have escaped from Krishna and run away. If one is in Krishna's grip, they have to be happy like this.
A tree giving shade. A tree does not try to prove its worth by simply being rooted. It provides beauty, oxygen, and shelter naturally.
Yeah. Yes.
A loyal friend. Sometimes a true friend does not need to do anything, just sitting with you silently when you are sad.
Correct, no? So you can see, this is how Krishna has created the world. See here.
An elderly grandparent. Even if they are not working anymore, their presence, love, and wisdom bring peace to the family.
Correct, no? Isn't it? So, from all this, what you understand, one very, very important lesson we are learning from all these different examples. Actually, because we have been programmed by the modern day world, that unless you do something big and become popular in the eyes of the mass of people, your life is not worth living. Correct or not? You have to crack IIT, or you have to crack GMAT, or you have to crack CAT. You should do something, कुछ करके दिखाना है, हम किसी से कम नहीं. This kind of ideas and all. But in villages, you will see even today, there are people leading very simple lives. You've seen that? So actually this kind of competition, rat race has increased all the more in the modern times because of misunderstanding. Everybody has got some inherent Shakti, something, in that one should be happy. See here, Shabari doesn't have to do anything. She's 90 plus old woman, 90-year-old woman. And Ram and Lakshman, they took time out to go to her. Her devotion touched the Lord's heart. Similarly here is Vidrani giving banana peel to Krishna. Krishna is happily eating that. So all this is simple devotion. Look at this fruit vendor lady. These are all examples. You will see that These people didn't do anything big, huh? But they only had a heart of love. Huh? Yeah. Okay, let us think through the wisdom of Gita. We are going to learn happiness is not equal to achievement. Huh? Read that.
Many who crack top jobs still feel hollow. True success is inner satisfaction plus outer contribution.
We will learn how it is. Huh? For example, when you eat food, you don't make a prasadam plate and go and show it to many people. See, this is what I am eating. You don't show it. But when you wear a dress, you show off. Dress is for showing off, and a plate of food is for nourishment. Correct, no? So inner fulfillment is like the food. Huh? Outer accomplishments are like the dress. Every day you wear different colored dress. Huh? Sometimes you have casuals, sometimes you have formals. Huh? Or you have a car also, people want to show off with their car. See, simply for commuting from one place to another, you can have a Maruti car is enough. Huh? But if you have to show off, then you need another special type of car, correct, no? Yeah.
Mind is the root of stress. Exams and deadlines are external, but stress is internal. Train the mind, transform stress into growth.
How are you going to train the mind? It will come in the subsequent slides. See, this is a very interesting question. See here.
Why chasing happiness chases happiness away?
Good point. Huh? How even more and more you chase happiness, happiness goes far, far away. Why? This is the first reason is given here. Read that.
Goal was a finish line to be Superman, but life is a continuous race with no end. Reason: high pressure maintenance of the position does not provide the same thrill, it provides anxiety.
Say, for example, when you are in school, you know, many parents tell their son at 8th or 9th standard, better, somehow you get into IIT. That's all. Then your whole life you can be happy. Correct, no? So you work hard. And 12th standard, wrote the IIT mains and everything. In case you cracked and got into IIT, does the competition end there? After getting into IIT, then there is a big competition in the first year. You have to pass 50 papers. Huh? So many papers you have to try. Then work hard. At last you earned the degree. Huh? So you came out meritoriously. Does the competition end there? Then get into a high-paying job, and then once you join the company, everybody has high expectations because you are from where? IIT. Huh? They will say, IIT se utra hai. Huh? Now they think you should have a big head. You should be able to do big job. Huh? Some companies remove 4 people and put you as 1 person. They know that you can do 5 people's job. Correct? No? There also life becomes more busy. Huh? So actually this fellow is looking in the mirror, he thinks he's a Superman. See, you know, everybody thinks when they carry a suitcase, they think I'm going to be like a Superman. The goal was a finish line, but life is a continuous race with no end. That's one of the reasons why we are frustrated. See, here is an example of one Rohan. See here, read that.
Happiness is not equal to achievement. Real life example of Rohan, IIT IIM graduate in a high paying MNC. Single brutal goal.
Brutal goal.
Single brutal goal. Crack IIT JEE entrance. Sacrifices everything. Friends, hobbies, sleep and fun. His identity becomes IIT aspirant. IIT to IIM to dream job in Bangalore.
How that he got. And now what happened in the dream job to him?
The scene of success. Luxury apartment, high salary, fancy title. For the first few months, it is exhilarating. He has made it. But soon...
Initially he feels thrill. Huh? You think, I am IIT, I am IIM. Now I got the dream job I always wanted. No, and he gives a sabash to himself. Come on, I did it. But then very soon what happens?
But soon the reality sets in. The job is 80-hour weeks, immense pressure, constant criticism from clients and bosses, endless travel, surrounded by people who are as driven and stressed. The initial thrill fades.
Correct, no? So this is the reality. You can observe it. We are not telling you stories. You can observe this. Take Bangalore, take Hyderabad. You have seen people like this. You know, some weeks people work 80 hours. Yeah, there is immense pressure for beating the market, and there is also a very, very heavy competition in businesses nowadays. People are keeping cutting edge prices nowadays. Otherwise, you won't be able to survive in the market if you keep too high profits. So he has to travel to various places. Clients are they're yelling bosses and shouting clients. You know, so and people are all stressed. You are also. So in this way, initially life was very thrilling when you got the post, but the very same post becomes a menace, I mean, a big difficulty for you. The joy is lost. See, he's sitting in a room alone and he is frustrated. Yeah, this is the competition. Everybody is trying to keep ahead. Ahead of one another. People are, and this competition, you get tired of it after some time. Yeah. Okay. You think you are progressing, you are just running in the same place. What is the second reason?
The goal was an external validation, not an internal fulfillment. Reason: his goal, IIT, IIM, MNC, was chosen because society and family defined it as success. It was about earning respect, status, and approval from others. This is external validation.
And you understand what is external validation? See, external validation means what? People say, hey, your cousin has gone to America. What is the meaning of that? That means you also should prepare to go to America. So you want to get validation from your mother, father, uncle, aunt, relatives, friends, cousins, and the neighbors, other people. So you want to be seen as a respectable person in society. See, in those days, there was a possibility of two type of jobs. One is tuition job, another one is IT job. So most boys would go for which one? IT job. Because IT job is prestigious but more hard work. Tuition job is less prestigious, less hard work. You just teach morning, evening, little bit daytime, you have a lot of free time. But it may not be as prestigious as IT job. So those boys who want to marry, they were saying, Prabhuji, marriage bureau, they are saying, only if I have IT job, I will get a suitable girl. They were saying. So, but you have to slog harder in that, correct, no? But if somebody is a serious devotee, he will say that, this job or that job, whichever job affords me enough time for Krishna consciousness, he will take it. If you go by external validation, your life would be very, very painful. Because you want to always see that, like recently one boy got married to a caste girl in the same family. So now the caste girl, she wants to make meat and eat at home. And he's a 1600 devotee. He says that, Prabhu, I married this girl, but now she wants to cook meat at home. So I don't know what to do. And she's cooking for me also. No, not, of course, she's not cooking meat for me, but she will make meat in the same kitchen she's making. How should I adjust? That's because he thought that if I marry the same caste girl, parents will be happy. But then at the same time, his Krishna consciousness is in trouble. Because he wanted external validation, correct, no? There are many people who want to be validated by multiple people in society. Yeah. True, but lasting happiness?
True but lasting happiness comes from internal validation, a sense of inner peace, living by your values and contributing to something larger than yourself. The new job only brought new, more demanding external validators, bosses, clients.
You have to please the boss, you have to please the client, you have to please the relatives. One another example of external validation I'll tell you. One boy came from abroad to Pune Radhakunjabari temple. And then he told me that, Prabhuji, I got married last week and I got a house very close to temple. Can you come for a housewarming program? He said, I said, I'll come. So it was just 5 minutes from the temple walking. Just walk down. I told him, hey, you are a very smart fellow. Many years, you went for 8-10 years abroad. Now you have come back now. I think you will start coming for Mangalarti daily. Your home has come very near. He was a wise passed out boy. He said, yes, Prabhuji, that's actually my ambition. He said, yeah, that ambition is going to be fulfilled now. I said, no, Prabhuji, actually, I have taken an independent bungalow now. Because my in-laws were very much pushing me. You are foreign return. How can you live in a 2 BHK flat or 3 BHK flat? Then I told them I will take a row house. They said, no. Row house is for ordinary people. You are foreign returned. You should have independent bungalow. So now I took a heavy loan and purchased an independent bungalow. For repaying that, 10 more years I have to go now. So then I told him, house has come near, you are going far. That is what validation? external validation. So external validation keeps you busy like this. See here. Yeah. He has to please, please so many people. इसको समझाना है, उसको प्रूव करना है, उसको प्रूव impress करना है. Because he is doing everything himself. He cannot delegate to anybody. Read that.
Third, the goal was a material achievement, fish out of water, but the soul craves spiritual nourishment, fish in water. This is the most crucial point. The soul's intrinsic nature is to be eternal, full of knowledge and full of bliss. Sat Chit Anand. It seeks lasting satisfaction. It is like trying to quench a massive thirst with a single drop of water.
Yeah. See, the material achievements are like drop of water. And the spiritual nourishment is like ocean of water. Correct, no? A fish is happy in ocean of water. You cannot just give one drop of water and try to... Look at this Kasturi deer. In the neck it has got something like a Kasturi, very fragrant, but it's wondering where is it coming from. It's going all around searching. Similar, our happiness in the soul itself in relation to Krishna, you see. If we don't realize that, then we go for external validators which causes suffering. Like look at this donkey. Do you think he's going to get the carrot? As much as he runs fast, it's going to miss. The external validators are like this. Yeah. So true success means two things: inner satisfaction and outer contribution. Yeah.
Inner satisfaction, peace, the ability to find calm and contentment regardless of external circumstances through meditation, chanting, or mindfulness.
Yeah. Actually, the chanting of the holy name cleanses the mind, which we have heard it. When the mind is cleansed, mind becomes peaceful. Yannam shruti matrena puman bhavati nirmalaha, he says. When mal is gone, mind is clean. Mind is clean, mind is peaceful. When mind is peaceful, you become satisfied. A satisfied person is happy. Like that Bhagavad Gita says. Krishna says that. So, if you are not going to cleanse the mind is raging with greed. Recently, one small, from a lecture, one clip was taken and put in Instagram, they have put it. The talk was saying that TDS company removes, correct now? Tax deducted at source. Similarly, we should remove another TDS, which is transcendental devotional service, like that I was telling. Some another 10% you should keep it for Krishna, and then you can spend. Then all your money will be sanctified. So one fellow asked me a question. So, sir, can you pay our bills? Then we will do that. Like that he asked. So I replied back to him, you see, when you give 10% of your earning to Krishna, you don't know what exactly happens. That 10% giving to Krishna sanctifies your mind, purifies your mind, and the purified mind loses greed. And the purified mind loses hankering tendency. And because of that, the 90, say if you are earning 100 rupees, 10 rupees you give to Krishna, 90 rupees you can save. You will not lavishly spend. You will cut costs and you can save the money. But if you don't give that 10% to Krishna, then you will see that all the 100 got spent and you took loan also from somebody because it was not enough for you. Understand? No? So therefore, any intelligent devotee means you give some 10% to Krishna and you also cut costs and you also savings. Every month you have to also do savings and avoid lavish spending. 4 things. You remember this? What the first thing I said? Give charity. Second? Cut costs. Cut costs. Then save money and also avoid lavish spending. Correct? No? So if you do each of this, you will see you will save a lot. So inner satisfaction, actually peace can come from spiritual activities by knowing the purpose of life. Read this. Outer contribution.
Outer contribution, using his skills and position not just for personal gain but to make a genuine positive, practicing and spreading values, working on welfare projects, living by universal values.
Yeah.
And
so that means inner nourishment comes from spiritual activities like meditation, chanting, hearing the Srimad Bhagavatam, Vitalakshanam with devotees, those things. And the outer contribution is also selfless. It's not selfish. Then only a person experiences happiness. By this combination of, inner satisfaction and outer contribution. When you combine these two, that is why even many companies are doing CSR nowadays. Correct, no? Corporate social responsibility. If somebody is making a lot of money and enjoying, they become object of everybody's envy. Many companies are nowadays recognizing that importance of CSR. So, okay, 6 principles to experience inner fulfillment. I'm going to tell you from Bhagavad Gita based it is. 6 principles. The first principle, read that.
Principle 1, detachment from results. Yogastha kuru karmani sangam tyaktva dhananjaya. Gita 2.48. Perform your duty without attachment to success or failure. Krishna advises us to act with dedication but without obsession over results. Attachment breeds anxiety, detachment brings freedom.
Yeah, see, for example, when you are doing any service, for example, you can post in social media, but don't be obsessed over the likes. How many likes I got? If you're going to be obsessed over the likes, you're going to be frustrated because it may not be up to your expectation. Correct? No? But if your intention in posting in social media is to benefit the people, say you want to say some valuable message to the people, you want to give it. Even if 100 people saw it, good. 100 people is also not ordinary. 100, 200 people saw it, you should be happy with that. In case 2000 people saw it, even more good. But even if 10 people saw it, you'll be happy that I wanted to tell this message to people. When I first started my YouTube, my Shivaji Prabhu in those days, he asked me, Prabhuji, how much viewer you are looking for? I said, about 100, I said. We don't have many boys who will have time to see these things. 100 to 200 people they see. Most boys who are not in Pune, they have gone out here and there. For them only I was making that time. So, see, imagine if I am expecting 100 to 200 people and if 10,000, 20,000 people watch, that is beyond your... So you feel too happy. Correct, no? On the other hand, if somebody has expectation of 1 million, 2 million people, and he gets 20,000, he'll be very frustrated. Correct? That is why it is said, if your assets are more than your, desires, then you are happy. If your assets are less than your desires, you are unhappy. That's the whole point. So that's the point here. So, like for example, when you write an examination, when you write an examination, most people before writing exam, they're worried about what the question paper is going to be. Correct, no? Are you the paper setter? Are you the paper corrector? Are you the result announcer? Then why worry about all this? Because anyway, you are not going to do it. Are you the preparer for the exam? Yes, then worry about it. Are you the writer of the exam? Then worry about it. Correct? What you are supposed to do, worry about it. What you are not able to do, don't worry about it. So Lord Krishna is also talking same thing what Stephen Covey copied from Bhagavad Gita. If you see, what is it? Karmaneva adhikarasya means circle of influence. Mahapaleshu kadachana means circle of concern. Correct? No? What is not in your hands. That's what he is saying. Do not allow what you cannot do interfere with what you can do. So, if you want to, how many of you would like to make your energy triple the amount of energy what you have now? Correct? This is the secret. Don't allow the worry of the result interfere with your performance. You leave it to Krishna. Let go. Detachment from the results. Because attachment breeds anxiety. Detachment brings freedom. You see, that's the first principle of inner fulfillment. For example, in the Vedic life, people thought that, you should do gardening. Every house should do gardening. They should keep a cow. That's a principle. So one old man, 90-year-old man, was putting a coconut tree. Coconut he was. Somebody came and laughed and said, hey, you are already 90-year-old. By the time this coconut plant grows, you will be dead and gone. He said, I am doing this for my grandchildren, he said. Because if you have a selfless disposition, and also you do certain thing as a duty, you will be so peaceful in the mind. But nowadays you see people only will do something unless there is something for them. That's why they are frustrated. Attachment. Second principle.
Principle 2, discovering your dharma. Psychophysical nature and 8 types of intelligences. Dharma, your unique duty or purpose aligned with your nature. Acting in harmony with your dharma brings satisfaction and meaning. Krishna tells Arjun, better to fail in your own dharma than succeed in
Another's
another's.
dharma, yeah. Another's dharma, yeah. See, for example, Arjuna was thinking, I'll accept bhiksha, correct, no? I'll go home to home and accept bhiksha and I will live on charity. That's what he was thinking. Krishna said, you are a Kshatriya. Kshatriya never accepts charity. Huh? Tomorrow you ask for bhiksha, if somebody doesn't give, immediately remove the sword. You are not going to give me a bhiksha. Huh? Your old nature will come out. Huh? Therefore, better for you to fight, he told them. Huh? So, 8 talents I have given. Now, each of you think about which one you are good at. Body smart means you are good in sports. How many are good in sports here? There are about 6, 8 people. Okay. How many of you are good in interpersonal dealing with people? You are always surrounded by people. You like to be with people. There are only about 10, 15. Okay. Okay. How many of you are fond of writing, reading, speaking? You know, all these things. Yeah, yes. And how many of you are fond of mathematics? Derivations, good number, yeah. How many of you are very concerned about environment and eco-friendliness? Yes. And how many of you are intrapersonal? Intrapersonal means you are a philosopher by nature. That means you can just sit in a room and sit with 100 books. If we give you 1 year also, you can sit inside. How many of you like that? Huh? Correct, no? You know, put them in a room and of course we'll give you prasad from the window. Huh? You know? How many of you can sit like that for hours and hours with books? There are a few hands, okay. And how many of you know photography or painting or drawing? Yes, okay. And how many of you have a musical sense? You play mridangam, kartal, singing? Yeah, correct. So, these are the 8 innate talents you have in this lifetime. Huh? So, this is your bodily dharma. Huh? If you are going to invest in this, you are going to grow. Huh? And you will feel great joy, happiness you can experience. You may say, no, Prabhuji, I am an engineer, I don't have time for this. No, if you give a little time for this area which you raised hand, that will give you a lot of inner fulfillment. That's the second point, discovering your own dharma. Third one?
Principle 3, cultivating self-knowledge. Soul beauty, not your fleeting beauty or strength.
Yeah.
No thigh.
See, I'll just show you just one. See how the little girl, that external body keeps on changing. If you are going to attach importance to this external body, we will be frustrated. See, her body is getting older and older and older. She will become an 80 or 90-year-old woman now. You see that. So therefore, we cannot attach much importance to this. Correct, no? Yeah. And not only that,
अर्जुन तुम शरीर नहीं शाश्वत आत्मा हो जो ना जन्म लेती है ना मरती है, केवल शरीर बदलती है।
देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरप्राप्ति धीरस्तत्र न मुह्यति। वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि। वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि। वासांसि जीर्णानि यथा विहाय नवानि गृह्णाति नरोपराणि तथा शरीराणि विहाय जीर्णानि अन्यानि संयाति नवानि देहि। देहिनोऽस्मिन् यथा देहे कौमारं यौवनं जरा तथा देहान्तरा धीरस्तत्र न
Is not what? Yeah. So how the body keeps changing. In one life also it is changing, and after that also it is changing. Therefore we should cultivate self-knowledge which is unchanging. Correct, no? So read that.
Know thyself is not just Greek philosophy, it is Krishna's call too. We are not the body or mind, we are eternal spirit souls, Atma. Real happiness comes from understanding and living in alignment with our spiritual identity. Example: a person who defines themselves by their looks or achievements feels lost when those fade.
Correct, no? See, recently I was just doing, let me check it if it's available. See, it's very famous. This Esena O'Neill's story. You know, she had 5 lakh Instagram followers and 2 lakh YouTube subscribers at one time. So she was very popular social media influencer. Now she's crying now, you see here. She got very frustrated. She quit social media in 2015. And see here now, after quitting that, she's saying social media is not real life. What life it is? Real life. Because you cannot, why it is real life, she's saying, I'll show you. See this woman, how she looks here. This is how they show it, but actually she is like this. Reality. This is Instagram real life, this is. See, if somebody sees the real life, they'll run away. Right, no? So because this is a fake ideas, we call it. Fake ideas. So this is a cheating life, correct, no? So I made that the presentation called as From Digital Slavery to Digital Mastery. So I spoke it few days, I prepared for that. So these external appearances are always changing. Don't attach too much importance to that. So like your bodily appearance, it's not going to be, that's what he is saying here. If you are going to attach importance to the temporary self, it could be your body, it could be your mind, it could be your achievements, qualification. Over a period of time, these things will fade away, he's saying. But the soul is eternal identity. This cultivating self-knowledge is that. Soul beauty is real beauty, not fleeting beauty. Next, 4th one.
Principle 4. Transcending material desires in mind and senses. Material pleasures are temporary and often mixed with pain. Krishna encourages us to seek spiritual joy, which is eternal and ever increasing. Example: eating junk food gives momentary pleasure but long-term harm. Similarly, chasing fleeting pleasures leaves us empty.
There's another thing that gives us pain is the 5 P's, we call it. 5 P's that can pinch you. What are the 5 P's? People, position, possession, pleasure, and one more P, penny. Penny in the morning we heard from Acharya Prabhu. Money, 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 money is honey. What trouble it gives. Similarly, if you are attached to positions, you want a particular position, you are not given, you get frustrated. Possessions, you want to buy something, you are unable to buy. Or penny, and then people. Like for example, a boy attracted to a girl, girl attracted to a boy, they are unable to get, they get frustrated also. And pleasures are the 5, Shabda, Sparsha, Rasa, Rupa, Gandha. So these are all frustrating agents, these 5. So when you are talking about desires, what is the quality of your desires? Is it material or spiritual? Like if you want to do spiritual, for example, in one time in a marriage bureau, one boy had registered his name and they were about to show a girl for him. But then later on that girl was given to some other family. So this boy became frustrated. Why I was shown first and why she was given to a boy who came later? But that girl's language and that boy's language was matching. Correct now? So they given. So in this world, if one match is made, for another boy, you will be told that you will not get this match. Correct now? Same with the girl also. One boy is already matched with one girl. Can another girl get him? Whereas it's not like that with Krishna. 16,108 princesses, everybody could get Krishna. Correct, no? That is the way spiritual life is. Like if any one of you here, you want to dance in Krishna consciousness, will others be deprived of dancing? Everybody can dance. Correct, no? That's the beauty of spiritual life. In material life, there is a limitation. If you got one place in Infosys in the interview, they will say, sorry, we already got a candidate. Now you can go now, they will say. Correct, no? So therefore, we have to convert our material desires into spiritual desires. Yeah? If you don't do that, material desires are all pain producing. That's what he's saying. Hlada tapakari mishra. This is a word used in the Bhakti Sindhu. Huh? Hlad means pleasure. Tap means suffering. Mishra means mixture. Material world is a mixture of both. Pleasure and pain. If you want material desires. Okay. Principle 5.
Principle 5. Surrender and trust. Heart, trust God knows best. Sarva dharman pratyajya ma shucha. Gita 18.6 says, surrender unto me, do not fear. Surrender does not mean weakness. It means trusting a higher intelligence. Letting go of control brings peace and clarity.
This is a very important phenomenon. When can you let go? Only when you have faith in a higher power. Say, for example, once we were, going to catch a train, and it was unexpected. The train, we were actually planning to just reach the station on time, but it happened to be some Bakrid or something. There was a big procession on the road, isn't it? Ramzan or Bakrid something. Huge procession of Muslims and the vehicles were just stranded in jam. So some devotees were jumping up and down. They were saying, hey, when will the procession end? Can we take a U-turn and go this road, that road? They tried different things, but they took a pretty long time. By the time we reached the station, the train was gone. So even if train is gone, you don't have to panic or something. Okay, look for the next train. Sometimes there are inevitable things in this world. Correct, no? That's what let go means. What? Don't take too much of tension. So you do your part and then leave it to Krishna after that. Brings peace and clarity, is saying. Actually, many times, to understand this principle, I will give you a very simple example. If somebody is suffering in his life, how many of you find it very easy to give him advice? Easy. You are able to give advice because you are detached from that situation. Correct, no? Correct, no? Very easy. When the same thing happens in your life, correct, no? Then it may be difficult for you because you are attached to the situation. Like for example, one man was giving a pravachan. He was telling, if you have 2 cars, you give 2 cars, 1 car to others, you keep 1 with yourself. If you have 2 houses, give 1 house to others, keep 1 house with yourself. Like that he was telling. And somebody asked in the audience, so if you have 2 cows, what we should do? He said, that I cannot say, he said. And they asked, why? Because I have 2 cows, he said. That's why he was giving other examples. So when it comes to oneself, it's very difficult because our mind is cluttered, attached. So we should be able to learn this art of letting go. This letting go is possible when we remember the statement, God knows best. See, this is a very, very deep statement it is. See, for example, if there is a wall, I throw a ball, I expect that ball should come back to my hand because there is a wall. That's what Karmi's thing. I put this input, and if the output is not coming, then I will be frustrated. At least whatever input I put, that much should come at least, if not more. They think like that. Whereas devotees don't think like that. Devotees think instead of wall, there is Krishna standing there. If I throw a ball, he may throw it back. Or if I throw a ball, he may keep it with him and keep quiet. Correct, no? He may not give back. Or he may throw 2 balls back also. So because we trust Krishna, whatever comes from the other side, we are ready to accept. That's the most important thing. If Krishna is taking away my ball and not giving me, maybe he is planning to give something bigger and better. Devotee knows that. Devotee has full faith in that. God is genuinely good, and He knows what is best for me. In every walk of life, you all must have heard the story of that king who lost his finger, no? What do the stories tell? That's the main lesson. God knows best. And sab Ishwar ki ichha. Actually, nobody can do any harm to you without knowledge of Krishna. He is watching from the top. And without His sanction, nobody can do anything to you. When you have that faith, then only surrender is possible. Read that. Example?
Example, trying to control every detail of a road trip versus trusting GPS and enjoying the ride.
Correct, no? There are some people who have a habit of micromanaging the travel. You've seen, they sit in the front seat next to the driver and they keep on nagging the driver. You've seen that? Some people have that habit. Hey! Hey! Driver will say, Prabhuji, GPS डाला है Prabhuji. भरोसा नहीं GPS के ऊपर. मेरा बात सुनाओ. ये लेन ऐसा लो. And they will go here, there, and they'll get stuck. Finally, say, Prabhuji, मैंने आपको पहले बोला ना आपको. नहीं. अभी U-turn लो अभी. Too much micromanaging. You've seen that, people? And similarly, trusting GPS is Guru Parampara system for us. That is a GPS. It's our GPS, correct? No? And enjoy the ride. Trust, and then see, the children are able to enjoy the ride in the car. Why? Because they trust the parents. Correct, no? Parents, like me also, and I was in America, I was traveling with Vaishnav Prabhu. I will always put him in front of me. So he walks ahead, I walk behind. So I don't have to worry about anything. I don't have to look at the display and see which plane I have to catch and which gate number. Nothing. You have somebody walking ahead of you doing. You just follow, free from anxiety. I can focus on some work. So in the same manner, Krishna is ahead of us and is guiding us actually. He knows what is best for us. When we trust this, life becomes smooth. Next one, last one.
Principle 6, devotional service. Singing for fame versus singing for Lord. Bhakti consciousness transforms mundane into spiritual. Bhakti is the heart of Krishna's path, loving service to God. It transforms mundane actions into spiritual joy. Chanting, reading scriptures, and serving others purify the heart. Example, singing a song for fame versus singing to glorify Krishna. Same act, different consciousness, vastly different fulfillment.
For example, there was one devotee in the early days. He was called to sing, in the temple hall. Somebody thought that his voice is good. He started singing. In those days, he was just playing kartal and singing alone. A very happy devotee. Promptly, he would come on the particular day and do. Eventually, because he was a good singer, some other people also came. They joined him. Mridangam came. Somebody started playing harmonium. Slowly, it formed a kind of one group, kirtan group, like that. Then later on, many kirtan groups formed. And then now, these kirtan groups were allowed to sing on different time slots on festival days. Correct now. So now, over a period of time, on the festival days, there was a big competition for the prime time. Which group will sing on the prime time? Which is the prime time? Abhishek time. Because the whole temple hall is jam-packed for Abhishek. And that is the time all the groups want to sing. Correct, no? So this devotee was later on telling, Prabhuji, I was a simple devotee before. Now slowly, a music troupe formed. A group formed. And now the whole group was allowed to perform in front of the deities and at different time slots. And when the groups would perform on Saturdays, Sundays and all, a lot of people would come and watch us. And our fame started increasing. And as the fame increased, now recently only I realized, why are we quarreling for the prime time? Because that's the time maximum crowd will be there. And everybody want to perform at a time when maximum crowd will appreciate them. So he said, I started in a very small, humble way as a service to Krishna, but that has become contaminated now. Polluted by the mindset of impressing the mass of people. How many of you understand what I am saying? It's clear, no? Yeah. So in the same manner, you all will see that when you came to Krishna consciousness in the early days, you might have been very simple, innocent, genuinely trying to chant and everything. Now, over a period of time when we speak also philosophy, to people. Sometimes we speak for impressing others, correct? No? And that can never satisfy the soul. It's very superficial, it is. On the other hand, if you have a genuine concern to give somebody compassionately Krishna consciousness, so you may not be very sophisticated or professionally astute, but that will deeply touch you and touch that person also. The nature of pure preaching is it touches our heart, touches others' heart also. So this principle number 6 is, are you doing something to fan your own false ego, or are you doing something to please the Lord? That super soul in your heart will know it, because He only gives you happiness. In case you do it with a genuine heart, He will give you happiness. So one of the easiest ways to know the difference is this: when you do a service without expecting that somebody should notice it, that is one of the ways to know genuineness in a service. Like for example, in the Pune Yatra time, one boy at 11 o'clock, I saw him, putting chappal and all in the chappal stand, and then lot of water was there due to rains. So he brought lot of sand and put and decimated it and made a dry land, so people can come in next day morning, correct? No? So I went and asked this boy, "Arey, 11 o'clock is getting late. Who told you to do this?" He said, "Prabhuji, nobody told me this, but I felt tomorrow devotees will suffer when they come. So much of water is there at the entrance of the gate. So I thought if you put it, they'll be comfortable." Also, many devotees lost their chappals today because of too much crowd. I am pairing them up and putting them in the stand. So tomorrow they'll come and pick up. So now this devotee was not told by somebody to do this service, nor is he paid any amount for doing that. Correct? No? And nobody is going to give a pat on the back for him also. Because nobody will even know that he did the service. But he felt that it is important. Correct? No? So at that time, there was one person watching him. I asked who. So in one temple I was giving lecture, I told the example, they said, "Who is that one person watching him?" He said, "Radheshyamdas," he says. But apart from Radheshyamdas, who was watching? Krishna was watching. So then that type of services will give lot of advancement. When a devotee does something without any motivation, without trying to impress anybody, or without, desire for, sometimes a devotee, when spiritual master comes, they exhibit lot of enthusiasm, because they think that this is how we can earn the blessings. Correct? No? But Guru knows. Guru will not only see how high you jump, he will also ask the leaders and managers how this fellow is. Correct? No? So why am I doing what I am doing? Our motivation should be pure. So the 6 things you'll remember. So let us quickly, what is the first one? Let us see here. Karmanyavadikaraste. That's the first one, yeah. Second one? Identity of psychophysical nature dharma. Third one? Soul knowledge, yeah, correct. Fourth one? Yeah. Go beyond material desires by transforming them into spiritual desires. Fifth one? Yeah, surrender and trust. Leaving it to the Lord, letting go. Sixth? Without any motivation. Ahaituki? Yeah, read this.
Conclusion: the secret unveiled. Krishna's formula is not a secret because it is hidden. It is a secret because it is overlooked.
Correct? Yeah.
Lasting happiness is not found in chasing more, but in becoming more. More peaceful, more self-aware, more connected to the divine. Encourage the audience to reflect on their dharma, practice detachment, engage in devotional practices, seek inner peace over outer perfection.
Yeah. So already asked all of you to raise the hand. That is reflecting on your own dharma, correct? No? And also practicing detachment is very important. You can read one homework verse I'll give you, 18.24. In that 18.24, 3 words are used. Bahulayasam, kamepsuna, sa ahankarena. 3 words are used. Sa ahankarena means one who is doing services with false ego. I am the best in doing the service and nobody else can match me. I am very smart, and if I take off in the service, the whole thing will collapse and things like that. This is sa ahankarena. Kamepsuna means he has a fruity mentality. What is in this for me? What will I get out of this? That kind of thing. Kamepsuna, sahankarena. And then Bahulayasam means she works very hard, not sharing credit with anybody. So that verse teaches us what not to do. Practice detachment. What is that famous verse? Yukta karma phalam taktva shanti mapnoti naishtikim. Ayukta kamagarena phale sakto nibadyate. It says that if you practice detachment, yukta karma phalam taktva shanti mapnoti, you will attain naishtiki shanti, peace. And then engage in devotion purpose. Okay. See, these are 5 very easy solutions to rise above this competitive mentality and inferiority complex. It's ABCD formula. Read it.
Aspire to be good, you will end up becoming great. Big and small have potential to stand tall. Compare yourself with yourself only. Devoted service or do for duty's sake. Empower yourself through prayer.
So in those days I made this to teach in schools. Aspire to do good, you will end up becoming great. Most people in this world want to become great, or they are aspiring to do good. There are many people, as soon as they get down from the plane, they take a photograph standing in front of the plane. Because these guys don't get to travel often in plane, once in a while. Because now they want to send in their Facebook or something. See, plane ke record kada, bada aadmi ho. Bada ban gaya abhi. Actually, the people who are really big, they have no time to click photo also in front of the plane. Correct or not? See, this is like Prabhupada came to America. Did he go to America to become famous or to do some good? Yeah. He was busy making Krishna famous. And Krishna made who famous? Prabhupada famous. So he aspired to do good, but he ended up becoming great. You will see that. Similarly, Mother Teresa also here in Kolkata. She picked up the lepers in the street and cured them. Nobody was there. She was alone trying to do that. Eventually, she increased more and more. And then a hospital came. Government of India said, you can travel in any train, any bus, any plane, free of cost. She was given that. Eventually, the country recognized her, that social service which she did. Correct, no? So, in the material platform, selflessness is an extension of the spiritual platform of selflessness. It's like a shadow selflessness. But the spiritual selflessness is real selflessness. So therefore, in either plane, material plane or spiritual plane, try to do something selfless. Try to do good, then you will become great. You will find that, see, the clouds are showering. They don't expect any money from you for giving you potable water. Isn't it? Sun is giving sunlight and heat. Trees are giving fruits. Rivers are giving water. Cow is giving milk. They don't ask anything from you. It's all Krishna's selflessness can be seen in all these natural elements. Paropakaraya bhaganti nadya, paropakaraya duhanti gavva, paropakaraya phalanti vriksha, paropakaraya idam shariram. This verse says that. So, and the second one is big and small. Bhakti is for all, big and small. I had written that for devotees. When you go to outside, you can say this one. Big and small has the potential to stand tall. What is the meaning of this? See, there is one small bird which goes into the mouth of a lion or a crocodile also. Sits in the tongue and pulls out the meat piece from in between the teeth. And then the lion feels a big relief. Little lion opens the mouth and it comes out. So the bird also got something to eat. And the lion also got relief. So will the lion eat this bird? No. Why? Because the bird is friend of the lion. So that means big and small have the potential to stand tall. That means the big lion, king of the jungle, and the small bird, they have their own capabilities. Lion is not able to do something which the bird is able to do. Correct, no? You understand the point? In this way, whether you are big or small, you have some utility value. Don't worry that somebody is small. Like you heard the story of the rat who cut the lion's net and saved it. Correct, no? And the lion could not escape the net, but the rat saved him. The rat is small, lion is big. Everybody can do their part. Third one is, read the third one.
Compare yourself with yourself only.
Yeah. If you compare yourself with others, then you go from competition to envy. Correct, no? Yeah. Fourth?
Devoted service or do for duty's sake.
Yeah. So one of you feel that you are not a great hero, you are a star. Prabhuji, one boy was telling, Prabhuji, I am a mediocre, I am average. That's why I feel fear whether you will get a job or not. But I was telling him, even if you are average, there are certain things even an average person can do, like being punctual. Correct, no? And being respectful to boss. Being a good team player. Being more or less free from false ego and dealing with others in a respectful manner. Correct, no? And also being hardworking. So if you do these things, these qualifications are also as important as a big person able to do many things. Because sometimes a big fellow cannot team play with anybody. But if you have any of these qualities, then like devoted to service, Prabhupada quoted the example of one old lady in the Radha Damodar temple, bringing water in the morning for Abhishek of the Lord. Definitely she will go back to Godhead, Prabhupada said, because nobody noticed her. Every day she would go to Yamuna and bring water, devoted to the service. She was not doing it for duty's sake. She did it lovingly. Last one?
Empower yourself through prayer.
Yeah. So now I am showing you each of it. See, when Ravana was taking away Sita, that time you can see this Jatayu midway came and stopped him. Ravana threatened Jatayu, hey, if you block my way, I will kill you. Jatayu said, you kill me. As long as I am alive, you can't take Sita away. With his claws, he tore the kavach of Ravana. With his, beaks, he cut the kavach of Ravana, and with the, what do you call it, flanks, what do you call this one? Claws. He killed the mule also. Then Ravana cut one of the wings, you see. He was going down. When Sita cried, again he flew. With one wing he was slapping Ravana. That wing also that fellow cut. Then the bird fell down. Then Lakshman came and nursed him. Ram said, Jatayu, for my Sita's sake, you gave your life, I will send you to Vaikuntha. Although he didn't win the battle, he was sent to Vaikuntha. Same day, you see. That means he aspired to do good, he ended up becoming great. Correct now? See here, read that.
Great people basically focused on doing good.
Correct now? Prabhupada never thought that, even Prabhupada said that I never thought my movement will become so big. Never expected. He just focused on doing good. Similarly, this is our Dr. Kalam, very humble. He's a youth icon. He has hundreds of patents, and he was the President of India in space launch. He has a very big reputation. But he quotes from Bhagavad Gita, and very simple personality, down to earth. One time, Dr. Kalam went to this IIT BHU for a event. So they had put 6 chairs, 3 here, in the middle one king-like chair. They had put. So when he went to the stage, all the people were, one by one sitting in the side chairs. So Kalam also sat in the side chair. They told him, sir, the middle chair is for you. You are a special guest. He said, you see, the middle chair should be for the vice chancellor, because he's the main person in the university. So he sat in the side chair. Later on, the vice chancellor came and joined. He also requested Kalamji, please sit in the middle. He refused to sit. And then he told the vice chancellor, sir, you should be sitting here, he said. He gave so much respect. Then vice chancellor finally had to remove the big chair. Then they put uniform chairs for everybody. And that attracted so much applause from the audience. The audience were moved to tears because they said, what a humility. Both great souls are exhibiting humility. They felt like that. Dr. Kalam and the Vice Chancellor both also. So these people actually, these are samples I'm telling you. There have been many, many people like that who aspired to do good. Eventually they became great. Yeah.
Big and small have potential to stand tall.
Who is this? Which is the small one? Correct, no? He became very popular. You know the story? Guruji told the 3 disciples to go to get the dry jackfruit leaves. One of them came and said, one lady is crushing into powder and selling as a medicine. Another fellow came and said, one man is making leaf plate with that and selling. Another disciple said, one man is using it as a furnace fuel. So all of them said they want money for it. Then Guruji said the famous statement, no one is used. Read that.
No one is useless. How can you be useless?
Oh, this when the Guru said to them, they were shaken to the core. They thought that if a dry leaf can be so useful, then how can somebody in the Gurukula trained, how they can be considered useless? So this is a very, very important lesson. If any of you, for some reason, you feel that you are poor in academics, you are not getting placed, your parents are scolding you, friends are ridiculing you, you feel you are useless, you can remember the story, correct now? Everybody can do something. See, even if somebody cannot do anything, you simply go to a hotel, you are ready to be a waiter there, clean, wash. There are people who get jobs, correct now, like that. Actually, nobody can say I can do nothing, correct now, unless he is lazy, correct now. Yeah.
The problem of external identity. When identity is based on what we do, we suffer when we fail in exams, interviews, or relationships. Depression due to fear of failure. We compare ourselves to others on social media. Envy and self-hatred and anxiety. We retire or become sick and cannot do much. Irrelevance.
So in these 3 stages, one is if you are a student, you fail in exam, interview, or relationship, then you get depression. If you are trying to do something on social media, you get a self-hatred. Means what? Hare, I am useless, I am not able to show a great performance. Some people feel like that. See, in those days, Gaur Gopal Prabhu in Chopar temple, he was a normal brahmachari like anybody else. Till 2016 or so, 15, 14, I think 14, 15, 16. He used to give Bhagavatam classes, Bhagavata classes, everything. And one time he started collecting Iswaran Radhanath Maharaja's short speeches, and then he would add music to that. And then he was giving it to the boys also. He also liked to hear it. Based on that, he started developing something. Then he used to go to the BJTI college to give this Mahabharat controversies. He would speak on those things. So that while speaking those Mahabharat controversies, he was speaking on different characters and bringing some life lessons from there. So at one point of time, when he started speaking Prerna lectures, he became very popular. And eventually went into life tools, giving social media thing. And he started having millions of followers, very big. So seeing that, some other brahmacharis also thought that we will also get into social media. And they thought if you have to enter into social media field, you have to move the hand in a certain manner, you have to speak in a certain expressive manner. And unless you expressively speak, more viewers will not come. This kind of ideas they had. They started practicing, some people, started keeping very little shika, and so many people tried. There were 3-4 people who eventually left also and went away, because they were frustrated. Even no matter how much they practiced, to present themselves on social media, they couldn't become popular. That's what he's saying here. Self-hatred comes. Self-hatred means, oh, I have struggled so hard and I am not able to do like so and so. Then they get hatred about oneself. And similarly, when a person retires, retired people, sometimes nobody wants to talk to them, because they want to give upadesh to many people, but nobody wants to listen. You've seen that? In homes also, they will say, go and lie down peacefully. There is a cot there. Eat your food and lie down. Don't disturb anybody, they will say. So, if you are not Krishna conscious, your life would be in a certain manner. But if you are Krishna conscious, world becomes gold. Prabhupada was the world. World became gold because he was so wise, learned. Otherwise, without learning, you want to blah, 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 you want to speak, then world becomes clean bold. Isn't it? Nobody will listen. Then they get frustrated. Read that.
Takeaway: do not let society reduce you to a resume. Your identity is spiritual. Your worth is eternal. Example: even dry leaf is not useless. You are not what you do. You are who you are in connection with God.
You remember I was showing you the flower, isn't the tree, like a child, friend. Why did I show that? Because you are who you are in connection with God. You are a part and parcel of God. You don't have to, you are not what you do. Okay. See, this is a story from the Rig Veda. Read that poem.
If I am not so large as you, you are not so small as I.
Like that, the squirrel told the mountain, who was carrying a lot of forests on his back and laughing. Ha 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 ha. Like that, he was laughing. And the squirrel said, "Oh mountain, you are laughing at me?" He said, read that.
I am not so large as you are not so small as I. I cannot carry forest on my back, and neither can you crack a nut like me.
That is the self-esteem. He didn't feel inferior just because he is small. He knew that I can crack a nut, this fellow cannot crack. God has given everyone a special ability. That was his confidence. Read that.
False ego is negative, but self-respect is positive and wanted. The opinion which other people have is their problem, not yours.
See, when Ravana told all the ministers, "Don't give this monkey a sitting place," he said. But Hanuman said, "See, by not giving me a sitting place, you are insulting Lord Ram, who has sent me here as a Ramadut. So, okay, you don't have to give me a seat, I'll make my own seat." And he made his own seat, see here, with his tail. And he sat in such a height, Ravana had to look up like this. See? Isn't it? So, Hanuman never felt inferiority, even when he was in Lanka. Yeah.
Surround yourself with people who uplift you.
Yeah. See, we need people who are genuine friends. This is one of the pictures I love the most. See here, they're so innocent children, isn't it? They're simple friends, isn't it? So, we need friends like this in our life who can actually so yeah, here is an example of somebody who is uplifting association. Who is that? Suniti. One Suniti helped 3 people. She helped Dhruva, Uttanapad, and Suruchi also. All of them became reformed by her good behavior.
Hey, what do you want, my fine feathered friends? I see. What's
this picture I have already shown you. What happened to it? See, you will see how much Lord Krishna respects every individual, including a peacock. You can see that. Mama tejom shasambhavam. You read that?
Compare yourself with yourself only.
One day, a flower laughed at an elephant and said, "Hey, elephant, you look like a baldy. You don't have any frills. You look at us, we have such beautiful petals." The elephant thought, "Oh, I am inferior." So he went and, stuck many leaves all over his body with Fevicol. Came. Then he asked the flower, "How do I look now?" Flower said, "You look very cute now," he said. But then the elephant found it difficult to walk because eyes were blocking with the leaves. And he toppled and fell like this. He fell into the lake, and again he lost all his leaves again. Now the plants laughed and he told, what did they say? Read it.
Dear elephant, don't worry, my friend. Please understand this fact. Elephants are elephants, flowers are flowers. Flowers cannot do what you can do, nor can you be what we flowers are. Be happy in the way God has made you. Don't try to be like someone else.
Great lesson, correct now? Be happy the way God has made you. And don't try to be like someone else. All of us cannot do everything. Correct now? Like for example, I give many examples in my lecture. I give many practical life examples, stories. That's my strength. I've been doing it even in my school days also. Now, Chaitanya Prabhu gives philosophical, correct, no? Yesterday, last 2 days you must have heard, very philosophical he can give, very powerful. Amarendra Prabhu, he can give very nectarian verses from Vrindavan Mahima and very rare verses and shlokas and, Shastric, very deep he will give. Gaurang Prabhu will bring information which nobody knows in the world. One time I took some boys to Bombay. See, there were about 80 boys. I took them to Bombay. I asked Gaurang Prabhu, you want a topic to speak? Don't worry, Radhe, I will take care. He said, I said, what are you going to speak? Chaitanya Charitamrita, he said. But these are very young boys. They are only chanting 2 rounds. And you are going to speak on CC? He said, yes. And then he said, don't worry, satisfaction guaranteed. After Gaurang Prabhu finished the lecture, everybody was ha ha, he, hoo hoo. Although he spoke from CC, he could make the very new boys also very satisfied, even with Chaitanya Charitamrita. Everybody is a different style, isn't it? So, nobody can be like anybody. One day we were all in Isolan Ranath Maharaj's room. Maharaj was telling that Shaman Prabhu is very playful and humorous in his speech. So, he asked Maharaj, some people say that I am too humorous and frivolous. Do you think I should become like Bhaktivinoda Maharaj? And then Maharaj, ha ha ha, Maharaj was laughing like this. Maharaj said, see, you are what you are and he is what he is. Nobody can be like anybody else. And then Maharaj was telling, look at this Sankirtan Prabhu. He said he is very soft. Even when he joined full time, Maharaj said he was sitting in the sofa, his mother was sitting next to him. And they both were looking at each other and speaking something softly. Later on I asked him, what was going on? He said, Maharaj, we both were quarreling. They said, this is the way you quarrel so softly? He said, nobody can hear it also. Maharaj said, so Maharaj is saying, some people are like a cow, and then other people are like a tiger, he said. They will jump up. So Maharaj said, everybody has a different nature. You be what you are, you cannot be like somebody else, you are telling. See, only one thing that we have to change, what is it? If any of our behavior is causing some hurt to others, then we have to change. Otherwise, we should learn to be happy with God-gifted talent. Whatever way He has given you, try to work in that direction. Everybody cannot, all of you remember this point, everybody cannot do everything. Correct? Can everybody do everything? There's only one person who can do everything. Who is it? Krishna. Yeah. He is boss in everything. He can speak in any language, he can do everything. We cannot do. See, he can be Madhurya also, he can be Aishwarya also. Correct, no? He can do all types of roles he can play. Yeah, read it.
Dear flowers, thank you for what wonderful lesson you taught me today. Now I can live peacefully as God has made me. I get your point.
Yeah, read it.
God created you as you are. Learn to love it, learn to live it. Everyone is a star and deserves the right to twinkle.
Yeah, in Krishna's eyes, everybody is a... See, for example, he's giving exclusive time to whom? Yashoda feels he is my darling. She makes mother Yashoda feel that in the entire world, I don't need to go to anybody other than you. You are my everything. That kind of feeling he is giving her. Then here you see, he is making Nanda Baba feel the same way. See, every gopi, felt that Krishna is dancing only with me. But Krishna was dancing with every gopi. He gave the same feeling to Dwarka queens also. Every queen thought Krishna is only in my palace. Correct, no? He can give that exclusive feeling. Similarly, every Vijayavasi could relish Krishna's association 7 days and 7 nights. So, Krishna can give that feeling of everyone to everybody that you are all important for me. You are a star for me. So that's the feeling he gave to the peacocks, to whom he asked, what tune you want to hear, correct, no? Yeah. See here, although some of the Gopas are sitting behind Krishna, nobody saw the backside of Krishna. Everybody was seeing his face. How it is possible? Only in spiritual world is possible. Huh? Read it.
Everybody is a genius, but if you judge a fish by its ability to climb a tree, it will live its whole life believing that it is stupid. Albert Einstein.
See, in tree climbing, monkey got a grade. Huh? Monkey is ridiculing the fish, you see. He is laughing. See, you couldn't get, I got A grade, you got F grade, he's saying. Next day, the teacher said, today the competition is swimming competition. So who got A grade? Fish. And monkey got F grade, in the correct, no? So everybody is good at something. Like you see in Krishna's creation, a cuckoo can coo. Huh? Coo. Huh? Similarly, a horse can run fast. A dog can protect a house. Cow can give milk. You know, a bull can pull the bullock carts or till the land. A donkey can lift, weights to take it to the riverside. You can see that every creature you see in this world, it has some speciality. Correct, no? So God has created them like that. Same way as human beings, we have to find out what talent Krishna has gifted me, and I awaken the talent, nurture it, nourish it, and be happy. That's why this was made Tata. Teachers, administrators, traders, artisans. Correct, no? 4 categories. So how many of you are man of letters? Man of letters means you like to read, write, speak, advise, observe, philosophize. How many of you feel you have that nature? We have 1, 2, 3, 4, almost 15, 20 of them. Okay. How many of you like to organize, manage, coordinate, control, monitor? You like to do that? How many of you? There are another 15, 20 are there. Okay. How many of you like to invest money and multiply money? Yeah. Yeah, there are about 10, 15. Okay. How many of you say that, Prabhuji, I can't do any of this? What? Jo bola so karo. Whatever you tell me to do, that I can do. How many of you? Yeah, that is 4. So that means you will fit in one of these 4. Correct, no? So, and stick to that and be happy. Yeah, and
Do not compare yourself with others. If you do so, you are insulting yourself.
Yeah. You know the famous story of tortoise and rabbit. What is the moral of the story in India, they say always? Slow and... that's the thing they say. But you can also say another slogan. If rabbit never slept, what can you say? The fast and consistent will always be ahead of slow and steady. In case rabbit didn't sleep, who will win? Rabbit will win. Not only once or twice, always. That being the case, one day the tortoise thought, oh, if that's the case, I will never be able to win. So what he did, the tortoise, he suggested to the rabbit that let's keep the flag post ahead of the river. So anyway, rabbit never thought deeply about it. He said, wherever you want to keep, you keep, I will be the first. He said. But then when rabbit ran, when the river came, he could not cross. Who could cross it? Then they both discovered one great truth. See, you are a boss in water, I am a boss on land. It's called situational leadership. Then they both became friends and said, anyway, the goal is to reach fast. So on land, rabbit said, I will carry you on my back. In the water, tortoise said, I will carry you on my back. So again, when the land comes, rabbit will carry tortoise on his back. So they reach the goal. So in the same manner, in case 2 of you devotees live in the same center, you have 2 different talents. You can complement each other, not compete with each other. That you can learn. Like in 2 subjects. How many of you are good in maths here? See, these are special souls because maths is a little difficult. So there are others who may be good in other subjects. How many are good in engineering drawing? Yeah. So that is also a difficult subject. So a fellow who is expert in engineering drawing can teach maths to others. Correct, no? In this way, we all can coexist in this world, helping one another rather than compete with each other. Correct, no? You don't have to tell the other friend, you are bad at this. You don't have to say that. Whatever is good at, you learn. Yeah, read that.
Devoted or you do for duty's sake. Bring out the best in you and be happy.
Yeah. See, if you are available 24/7 for your boss, or if you are a good team player, you are honest, you meet the deadlines, you adapt quickly, avoid politics, you also appreciate others' work styles. These are all good qualities. And you are ready to run to the office whenever the boss calls you. So then you will be counted as special, even if you are not a star, even if you are not very outstanding. These qualities are also important. I told you this, yeah. Read the below one, consistency.
Consistency, dedication, commitment, cooperative, team playing, sincerity, etc. do matter more than only big result producers who have proud attitude and are quarrelsome with inability in team playing.
Correct, no? Yeah. You understand, no? These are some things which are within our reach, we can do. You cannot suddenly become a big star, but you can do these things by which your value will increase. Read that?
Pray for empowerment.
Yeah, see, Arjuna is now lying here below. Put the bow down, but then he prayed, Shishyasteham, Shadimam Prapannam. Then Krishna, you see. Yeah, read that.
Pray for empowerment. Write daily journal about positive development in your life, self-discipline, self-monitoring, praying to Lord for guidance and being honest with yourself. Strive for perfection in this world. Do not get discouraged with the obstacles on the way. Be happy to live your best life and make the small corner of your world with full trust in Lord, who is always there for you. Increase your energy level through prayer to Lord and superiors for blessings and empowerment.
Yeah, we have blessing coming from parents, from teachers, from Krishna. So one can learn the art of praying. Like you see, here it said, writing journal about what positive things are happening in your life in the last 1 week. And also self-monitoring about you all have sadhana card, study card, praying to Lord. See, Hanuman was encouraged by a senior. Who is that? Jambuvan. Then he became very confident. So his own perseverance plus power of superior blessing plus his prayer, all these things made him do miracles by empowerment. And Hanuman did many miraculous things like this. Later on he brought the Sanjeevani mountain, many things he could do because he always drew blessings from Ram, from Vayu, from Surya. He was very expert in praying and attracting blessings. This is another great personality. Who is this? See? He also wrote Markandeya Bhagavatam, correct, no? He got a couple of heart attacks on the way. Arrival in USA. See? So, here is the example of how Prabhupada, by his sincere effort, rest is history. You see, it's a newspaper article, it is. So, actually all these things become easy when you have a proper mentor to guide us. 3 things. In one of the universities I had spoken on 3 things. Meals, mantra and mentor. 3 M's. Meals, mantra and mentor above. Meals you eat, which is sanctified meals. And mantra you chant to clear and calm the mind. And mentor you have for giving you compass, direction, like a GPS. Read that.
A good mentor is worth an entire army.
Yeah. You want 1 lion or 1,000 sheep? Yeah, 1 lion roars, all 1,000 people run away. Correct, no? See, this is Dr. Kalam said, fail means first attempt in
learning.
So, in the beginning you can always, when you are failing also, you can have a positive attitude. Okay, life is a combination of yes and no, no problem. Let me take it as a first attempt in learning and grow out of the mistake. Can think like that, and then keep endeavoring. See, sometimes you get good news, sometimes bad news. You look how he looks like. Huh? Sometimes you're healthy, sometimes you get A grade, sometimes you get F grade. Sometimes business is skyrocketing, sometimes nose diving. Sometimes everybody respects you. Huh? Sometimes someone is insulting you. Sometimes life is very calm, sometimes there is storm. We would like life to be like this always, correct, no? But it may not be like this always. So, here is the example of Arjuna. Everything was going smooth. Now suddenly there was a meltdown. You know, he dropped the bow. Although he was a great Kshatriya, you see, Krishna didn't shame him. He guided him. Krishna is preaching to him. And then he became very super confident by hearing the message of the Gita, you see. Krishna taught him how to turn failures into success, you see. So this is the main teaching of the Gita for Arjuna. Krishna gave. Read that.
Be focused on your duty. Do your duty. Don't obsess over results. Don't be paralyzed by fear of results. Focus on what you have control over.
This is what in 2nd chapter, 3rd chapter you find Krishna teaching. And the reason is this. Read that.
We sow the seeds, God gives the rains.
Yeah.
We give the interview, but the panel has to select us for the job. You write exams, but teacher gives you marks.
Yeah. See, in this way, we can only sow the seed. Krishna has to give the rain. The Lord does a good amount of work. This is the last part, is very important part. Read that.
3 pillars of lasting happiness. First, gratitude. Shifts focus from scarcity to abundance. Purpose. Connecting studies, career to higher meaning. Balance. Body, health, mind, focus, soul, values.
Initially, I told you why material accomplishment cannot make you happy. And the 6 principles that Bhagavad Gita teaches for lasting happiness, correct? No? These 3 what are mentioned here, the gratitude, purpose and balance, this is rooted in inner fulfillment. If these 3 things are done in everybody's life, you will be a lot more happier than now. I will explain these 3 in the next slides. I have given many examples. Read that heading.
Example 1. The tedious internship. Platform for detachment and service.
In India also you all have summer time, you go for internship, correct now? What do you call that in the company? They go for 2 months, 3 months period. What is internship only, yeah. So this boy is feeling it's very tedious. How can we take it? That is explained here. Read that.
Spiritual purpose view. This internship is my training ground for practicing detachment. I am learning to do my work diligently, not for personal praise or a future salary, but as an offering to Krishna. Karma Yoga. Whether the task is important or menial, I can do it with consciousness that this is my designated duty right now.
This is one of the teachings of Gita. Gita says, whatever service is given to you, do it with attention. If you are told to clean the garbage with attention. If you are told to do pujari service, do the pujari with attention. If you are told to go out and distribute books, do it with a wholehearted consciousness. Don't divert your attention to anything else. The superiors have given me the service. At this point of time, this is my dharma. Like Pandavas were in the forest, and Yudhishthira Maharaj told Bhima and Draupadi, don't keep remembering about the kingdom. Now our dharma is to be in the forest. Just focus on that duty, he said. So whatever is the task in hand, fully focus on that. And then?
The money I earn can be used not just for just my own enjoyment, but to offer charity, to buy Bhagavad Gitas and distribute to my friends.
That's how his money is sanctified.
This workplace is also my preaching field. I can exhibit the qualities of a devotee: honesty, sincerity, kindness, and maybe even create an opportunity to share Krishna consciousness.
Like some of you are doing job. If you are going to be honest and sincere and kind to some people, they are likely to become attracted to you. Correct, no? And then you can use it as an opportunity to bring them to Krishna consciousness. So you are able to see how a boy, and from material point of view, written at the top, you see, worldly purpose view.
Worldly purpose view. This internship is building my resume and teaching me industry standards.
That's what any boy will think, correct now? But beyond that thought, that I can build my resume and, I can learn industry standards, you have so many other spiritual thoughts you can think. You see? I am doing it as an offering to Krishna. This is my duty right now, I should do this. I can also offer some charity of the money, what I am earning for Goshala or something. And I can exhibit the qualities of a devotee and attract new people to come during this. Like one boy came to Pune for 40 days training, when IT training. Within that, he arranged a couple of programs for the devotees with the rest of the group. He thought that in this 40-day period, I can take advantage to organize something, for the devotees, like that. Okay, another example, read that.
Example 2. The grueling team project, training in humility and patience.
See, here is a very nice example. Any of you, in BTech, you do some project, isn't it? MTech also you do a project. Say you got team members who are completely uncooperative. And the project, the whole thing comes on you. How can we see that? Read that.
Worldly purpose view. This project is teaching me project management and people skills for my career.
Correct, na? Now, because my teammates are not cooperating, I will myself learn how to make this project. And I will also learn people skills. Spiritual view.
Krishna has placed me in this difficult team to crush my false ego and teach me humility and patience.
Correct. Any of you are made OC or cleanliness in charge and other people are not cooperating? Anybody's experience? Correct, na? Yeah. So that time, one cleanliness in charge told me, Prabhuji, I made announcement in the morning, अगर आप लोग cleaning नहीं करोगे, मैं कर दूंगा. And और सब लोगों ने बोला, thank you, Prabhuji. So that fellow was shocked. I thought they will feel sorry. They're saying, thank you. Then?
When my teammates are slacking, it is an opportunity to serve without demanding recognition. It is a test to see if I can control my anger and frustration.
See, many of our centers we have experienced. We have few people who have a highly surrendered mood, they are overworked. And there are the other people who say, I have to study for the exam, I'm busy with this, busy with that. So, of course, these fellows also make a lot of advancement, the few who work very hard. That's why it's saying here, if your team is slack people, not doing much, the whole load comes on you. Because is your BTP single or is your team of people you do that? Team, no? Therefore, other guys will be very cool. They know that these guys will finish it and I can just take the report. Correct, no? Then the whole thing comes on you. But even that you can take it in a good spirit, is saying.
Instead of seeing them as difficult people, I can see them as souls, part of Krishna's energy. And my service is to cooperate for the success of the project without attachment to the outcome. This is practical training for living peacefully in a world full of diverse minds.
Yeah. See, at any given time, we all have a particular work to do. Like you are a student, your academics. You are doing a job, you have to make money, and tomorrow you'll put up a family and things like that. If you're brahmachari, you have your dharma. Go out on Harinam Sankirtan, go out on book distribution, go out on preaching, study the literature well, worship the deity. So everybody has some dharmic duties to be performed in that particular order. And one should happily do them without becoming lethargic. That's the point. And I will cooperate. If they don't cooperate, it is their problem. They will suffer further. But I will cooperate. I will do whatever best I can. That's a mode. Another interesting thing. Read that heading.
Example 3. The intense study schedule. Discipline for the mind. Controlling the senses.
Sometimes exam has come very close. Lot of things are pending for you to study intensely. How do you take it?
Worldly purpose view. I need to manage my time well to get good grades and a good job. Spiritual purpose view. This strict study schedule is my sadhana, spiritual discipline for mind control. Waking up early, avoiding distractions and focusing my mind on complex problems is directly training the muscle of concentration. This same disciplined mind is what I need to focus during my japa, chanting, and study of Bhagavad Gita.
So you have two things. In spiritual life, you have to focus your mind on japa with concentration. In your material life, academics, you have to focus and study your books well, do your duties well, because otherwise your future you may not get job. Huh? So you think of the future consequences and now study well.
By learning to say no to unnecessary sense gratification like late night parties or endless scrolling for the sake of my studies, I am strengthening my ability to say no to distractions that pull me away from Krishna.
Yeah.
I am using my student life to build a life of regulated freedom, which is essential for spiritual progress.
So I took a lot of time to make this because we want to know how we can blend our worldly duties with Krishna consciousness. Correct, no? Because many times people know what is Krishna consciousness, they know what is worldly duty, they know, but they both have a connection also. You can see in these things. Huh? That means when you have an intense study schedule like this, at that time you can be frustrated and become paralyzed also, or you can utilize your time well by thinking like this. Huh? So these are all different ways of thinking. So there are two slides I have shown. One is unbalanced topper, one is a balanced topper. Huh? Okay, read that.
Unbalanced topper, the three-legged stool with broken legs. Their focus was solely on the purpose of career success. They sacrificed everything for grades and the offer letter. The result, no gratitude. Their focus was always on the next achievement. They never learned to...
Yeah, like for example, when you are in school, getting into IIT is achievement. When you got into IIT, job is achievement. When you got the job, promotion is achievement. Correct, no? So the next one, yeah.
They never learn to appreciate the present. After getting the job, the focus immediately shifts to performance pressure, promotions, and fear of failure. Life is a constant state of scarcity. No true balance. They sacrificed health, sleep, diet, mental peace, constant stress, and soul, values, relationships for their goal. Their stool was critically unbalanced. The breakdown. When immense professional pressure hits, they have no...
Three stool, three body, mind, soul. That's a three. Huh? Body requires balance. Huh? And the soul requires personal nourishment, as we said, values and relationship. So see, this is a balanced fellow. Read that balanced fellow, spiritually grounded fellow.
Their focus understood that their engineering career was a platform for spiritual growth, as in the previous examples. The result, the gratitude as an anchor.
See, this fellow has three things: gratitude, higher purpose, sustainable balance. Huh? These are the three stools of a balanced life. Huh? Yeah.
Gratitude as an anchor. In a high pressure job, they can think, I am grateful for this opportunity to serve using my talents. The pressure is a challenge to help me grow in detachment. I am grateful for the prasadam I eat, the air I breathe, and Krishna's guidance.
So these people are always filled with gratitude. Krishna has given me eyes, hands, legs, body proper, given me birth in a good family. Parents have given me education. And today I am what I am because parents have brought me to this level. And I got very good friends. Now I got devotee sangha also. I am grateful to Prabhupada for giving his books. I am grateful to Prabhupada for establishing ISKCON. I am grateful to Guru for giving me Diksha and putting me in a protective association. So in this way, devotee constantly, his heart is raging with thoughts of gratitude. Yeah. Then?
A higher purpose. Their purpose is not to be the best engineer in the firm, but to be a sincere devotee while being an engineer. Their success or failure at work does not define their self-worth. Their worth comes from being an eternal soul serving Krishna. This perspective makes them resilient to criticism and pressure.
Yeah, here is the point. See, when you are in voice, one boy said, when I am in voice, I know I am soul. When you go to college, he asks you, are you soul or body? You are soul everywhere, correct, no? So, in college also, if you remember this knowledge, I am the soul, part and parcel of Krishna, then you can tolerate criticism and pressure. Correct, no? Yeah. Yes.
Sustainable balance. They maintain their health, mental peace through chanting and connection to their spiritual values. When pressure mounts, they have a stable foundation. They know when to take a break, chant Hare Krishna, and reconnect. Their happiness is internal, not dependent on external validation from a boss or a project success.
So, your body should have good health and mind should have peace. Otherwise, mind has depression, body has disease. No health. A sound mind and a sound body, it is said. So, these three are very, very vital. The last three: gratitude, purpose, and sustainable balance. Read that.
Think and apply. Happiness is a choice, not a chance. Success without peace and happiness is failure. Start practicing small inner habits today. Exams, jobs, and life becomes lighter.
Yeah. See, success with peace and happiness, failure means like somebody's health is torn down, wife has divorced and gone away, and he has a lot of money in his pocket. What's the use? Correct, no? That's why it's a failure, it says. Okay, any questions? So, you saw plenty of examples from real life examples I had given. So, in this, there are three parts in this. The first part, the table we discussed, correct, no? Competition, envy, and insecurity. That we discussed it. Then afterwards, we came to the point of understanding why happiness, when we chase happiness, happiness chases away. Yeah. Goes far away. Why is that so? What the reason for that? See, people who are thinking that I'll try this, they're always it's going away. But even people who have reached the top ranks, they get boredom also. Because they have everything what they want. They don't know what to do with that, how to handle it. So you will find, so we discussed about that. And then 6 principles from Gita we discussed. What is the heading I gave? 6 principles of inner fulfillment. So you all remember that point about inner fulfillment and external? Not validation. Inner fulfillment and external contribution. These two can only satisfy the soul. But what will frustrate the person is external validation. So we spent a lot of time in that external validation. Because of what people think of you, you worry about it so much. So then I asked you the question, are you a human being or human doing? Isn't it? So what you do is not important for Krishna, what you are. So that is one thing we spent a lot of time. Understanding the self-worth, innate value of the soul in Krishna's eyes. You don't have to prove yourself to do anything else. This is all second part. And the third part was what? Last part? Gratitude, purpose and balance. Balance, yeah. Okay, any questions? Yeah. You all got notes on competition? You got it now? You can just go through it and come. In the evening session when I do, it will be easy at that time. If you can just read through it once and come.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Thank you for the wonderful class.
Thank you.
And you have told many principles.
I will ask them to send this PPT also to you. So that you can go through the slides and think about how to live your life in this world in a Krishna conscious way, even while doing your academic duties. It's not, there should not be a big gap between your spiritual life and academic life, or spiritual life and professional life. If there is a gap, and that is what makes you feel Krishna consciousness burdensome. If you are able to merge both, then at every moment you will be Krishna conscious. And that is how these slides are shown. Yeah?
Like we learned a lot of principles from today's class. But it's not like that we will start applying them everything from right now. So how can we start?
These are like, for example, why is it difficult to apply this? Let us take this one. You see here. You read the yellow ones, you read it? I am learning to do my work.
I am learning to do my work diligently, not for the personal praise or for a future salary, but as an offering to Krishna.
Yeah. This is the first thing he says, practicing detachment. And the reason I told you why. Because if you keep expectation, we will be frustrated. Huh? Like a student cannot keep expectations regarding how the paper will be, test paper, how the results will be, because they are not in his hands. In the same manner, you are doing a job, you may get promotion or you may not get promotion. You may be allowed to continue or you may be laid off. Or you may be appreciated by the boss or ignored by the boss. But if you don't keep any expectations about all these three things, then you are a peaceful man. In the very first place, you have no expectation. If it comes on its own, you accept as Krishna's grace. If it didn't come, you didn't lose anything. So why is it difficult to practice? We have to understand it first and then implement it. And read the second point.
I can do it with whether the task is important or menial. I can do it with consciousness that this is my designed duty right now.
Correct, no? Right now I am told to, like one of you is told, Prabhu, today you have to serve prasadam. Put your full attention on that. Okay. Set the table, put up the things and everything there. Now Prabhuji has told me to serve, I will do it now. Full heart attention you do it. Many times people nod the head and go and they don't do the service. You have seen that? Then you have to be searching for somebody else. Why crisis comes? Because people say yes and they don't do it. Correct now? So each of these points, in my understanding, if you read this and make an effort to apply, it is easy to apply. I read the next one.
The money I earn can be used not just for my own enjoyment, but to offer charity, to buy BG Bhagavad Gitas and distribute to my friends.
Correct. Is understandable. That means I am making some money. Spend some percentage for some Krishna service. And then for last one.
This workplace is also my preaching field. I can exhibit the qualities of a devotee, honesty, sincerity, kindness, and maybe even create an opportunity to share Krishna consciousness.
Say tomorrow you are going to accompany. One boy was studying in this college, maritime college in the Talegaon, So he was such a good boy, he was wearing Kantimala. One day one teacher called him and asked him, "Hey boy, amongst our class, I find all are unruly fellows, they create so much headache, but you have been a perfect gentleman. What training are you getting?" She asked. Then he told about the DYS and everything. Then that madam was very influential. She was like next to the principal of the college. So she immediately talked to the principal and said, "We want this DYS course for all our college, the entire first year." So she told the boy to call devotees to come and arrange it. So he brought a good name. By his good behavior, he brought opportunity for us to teach the whole college. That's the fourth point. Is it difficult? So in this way, the reason I made this kind of slides is because we have to know how to live the Bhagavad Gita in our life if you have to feel happiness. Otherwise, we generally think, oh, this is my academic life and for happiness I have to do something else separately. Happiness can be part of our life. Is that clear? Yeah. Yeah. Anybody else who has a question? Yeah, here.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji. Prabhuji, you told like external validation and internal validation. And you
external validation and inner nourishment. Yeah.
And also you told about like expectations. Like if you have more expectation, like frustration will come more. So some people may take it in negative sense also. Now I'm internally satisfied with my service. I don't need any external validation. I don't need any external validation from my counselor or from the authority.
Oh, they can't say that, because without counselor and authority blessing you, you have no scope to progress in spiritual life. Your connection to parampara comes from where? Like, you are not in touch with Diksha Guru daily, are you? And you are not in touch with Prabhupada directly, are you? You can have some connection to Prabhupada through his books, understand? So who are the people who are giving you service? Your counselor and authority. If you say that I don't care about them, that means you are saying I don't care about Krishna. That means you are indirectly saying I am preparing to go to hell. That's all. Actually, if you are not able to gel with your authority and counselor, leave that place. Go to another temple, be under another authority. And another authority, another counselor. Actually, we should not be under a person whom we are not inspired by. We should go to somebody whom we are inspired by and you have to identify authority whom you will obey. If you are not going to obey, you are digging your own grave. It's not an exaggeration, it's a reality. If you think, I'll be a devotee, like a self-styled devotee on my own, I don't care about counselor, I don't care about authority, I don't care about guru or anything, I am a stylish devotee, I am on my own. You can be on your own, you will make no progress that way. And in case we have difficulty in one project, one place, we can leave that and go to another place, another project, and be under somebody whom we trust. Like there was one devotee who was telling me all the problems of his authorities in his temple and his counselor. I said, then why are you living here? You tell them that you are not inspired here, and then you go somewhere else and go to a place where you can obey somebody, and you have to trust the person. If there is no trust, no obedience, no alignment, no taking guidance, then we are on our own. It's very dangerous. It is. Actually, when I am talking about no external validation, we are talking about mother, father, uncle, aunt, your neighbor in the house, and the worldly people throwing so much expectations on you. Correct, no? That external validation we are talking about. They are useless people because those guys are all talking from material point of view. External validation means material point of view. Internal nourishment means spiritual point of view. Like how many likes I got in Facebook. Is it a very important thing? See? Those are all external validations.
Like same with expectations also, like our counselor and our nearby devotees, they have some expectation with us. So
those expectations are very important for us. You should take a pen and notebook and note down what are their expectations. And we have to make strenuous efforts to please them. When they are expressing their expectation, when they say do this, do that. When Acharya Prabhu, one day I took him to garden in Kunjaberi temple, he has a very good habit of taking diary and noting down. I went on telling him, later on he showed me 50, 60 ideas. What we can do to expand IYF in those days. He noted down everything. He may not be able to immediately implement all of them, but at least he has noted down, he will make an effort. Because he made an effort to implement what he was told by the seniors. Today, he could come to Kolkata and do something more bigger. We cannot take counselors or authorities' instructions very cheaply because you are not in touch with your spiritual master so regularly. Whom are you following? You are only following the most famous 4-letter guru. Who is that? Yeah. Our own mind. If you don't follow our authorities, then you are following our own mind. Yeah. Any other question?
Hare Krishna, Prabhu, you told that we should work on our psychophysical nature. But sometimes we hear that if we do services related to that are suitable to our psychophysical nature, then that is karma yoga, not bhakti yoga. So how we?
No, if you are attached to it. If you are not attached, for example, your authority is telling you to do one service. You tell him, no, Prabhuji, I have identified my psychophysical nature. I will only do this. I think I am more Brahminical. I am going to study Shastra very deeply. I cannot sweep. I cannot cook. I cannot distribute books. I am going to do something on my own. Then it is your own attachment. But if authority tells you to do some service, you do that. Along with that, side by side, you can do something that matches with your psychophysical nature. Anybody else? Oh, it's time now. You must be very hungry now. Lunch now? 2:30. Shri Prabhupada ki, our Bhakta Vrinda ki.